2006, the median household income in America was about $48,000 a year, according to the U.S. Census Bureau. And of course, that money is taxed.
But in some cities, people are making 48 grand tax-free. That's because they're panhandling, making anywhere from $50 to $300 a day. In a KXY4 Focus tonight, the panhandler's perspective here in Spokane. Where does that money go? And are these panhandlers really in need?
You wake up in the morning and you sort of say, oh God, what's today going to be like? You try to get to the corner before somebody else is out there because another 3 people can come take it over, and if that happens, you starve.
There's nothing glamorous or easy about standing in the same spot day in and day out, wondering if you'll eat, wondering if you'll have a warm place to sleep, wondering if you'll have fresh water to drink.
Thank you very much.
You've seen them. They're the people at the intersection or off-ramp. The people you've probably ignored on more than one occasion. Panhandlers, beggars, homeless, sign-carrying men and women looking for a little help, some loose change, maybe a job.
I hate that life. It's humiliating. Okay, I'm a Vietnam vet. Okay, I was in the Army and I was in the Marines. And to have to stoop, you know, there's a saying, buddy, can you spare a dime? Not much has changed.
I met Hank Valder near the Pines exit off I-90. He tells me he's 57 years old, but may be off by a year or two. He's been homeless, living the life of a panhandler for the last decade. His companion of 13 years is Bear, an Alaskan sled dog he picked up in Canada. His level of homelessness is somewhat suspect. He lives in this school bus. He tells me the landowner gave him permission to park it here, so this is where he sleeps at night.
I never gave up hope, and I think that's the important thing. A lot of these people have just given up hope.
Hank says the flood of '97 wiped out his home in Grand Forks, North Dakota, and that's why he's homeless. He has survived thanks to odd jobs and the generosity of others.
How much do they make? Some of them make $100 a day. I've been out there 10 years. I know, I paid for that bus. I have on occasion a person that gives me $50. They give me $100 Christmas. They give me $200 this Christmas, $100 for my dog.
Hank's fellow panhandler, who's also a veteran, is a man we'll call Bill. The two of them share the same corner and have been for quite some time.
There's people come out here regularly, you know, and we all share, you know, because we're all in this together, kind of. That's the way we should look at it anyway. We're all in this together.
Bill, like Hank, is also in his mid-50s. He's able-bodied and would like to work, but his past continues to haunt him.
20 years in the penitentiary in Idaho. That's what brought me here.
Not many people want to hire an ex-con. Bill, unlike Hank, does have a home, but doesn't make enough from his pension checks to make ends meet. So he's only out here when he needs the extra cash.
Not everybody out here is unable to work. There is people out here that do this, how can I say it, because of the free money. You know, they just don't want to go to work because they're, you know, they go to work, they can't drink.
In some cities, people can make a good living panhandling. In Denver, for example, a recent survey found panhandlers can make anywhere from $35,000 to $100,000 a year. Bill says over a 2-hour period, on a good day, he'll take in about $20. On a bad day, maybe $3. Bill says people aren't shy about giving him advice.
You get the drive-bys going the other way that want to holler, you know, get a job. Of course, they never want to stop and say that to you.
Bill and Hank say there is truth to the rumor that alcoholism and drug abuse find their way into the lives of panhandlers.
Some of them go right up to their connection. That's the truth.
But to say all signers are hooked on a habit is simply not true.
There's people out here that have mental problems that can't live inside, you know, that won't live inside, and this is their life out here. And it's like when they dumped Eastern out, all those patients out of Eastern, I mean, a lot of them just end up out here in the street.
Hank and Bill look out for each other, and they practice an honor system of sorts. And if someone starts signing and giving the corner a bad name, they're out.
That's why I've tried to share this corner with a select few. If I see that they're going up to a drug dealer or something, because you can tell, I mean, you know, we'll block you from this corner. You know, me and him work good at that.
Hank warns if panhandlers aren't out on the corners asking for money, then there's a good chance they'll turn to illegal activity, something he wants to avoid at all costs.
If you force me, then I will break the law. I'm not going to starve.
Now, panhandlers do have options here. The Union Gospel Mission in downtown Spokane offers service coupons, which include a map to their building, a list of services, and meal times. But when these cards are handed out, we're told they're often thrown away. They'd rather have the cash. Others don't want to participate in society. And of the 185 beds at the mission, they've never been filled to capacity.